We are seeing another chaotic night in St. Petersburg, Russia, where police are once again arresting protesters against Russia's invasion of Ukraine. A lot of anger directed at the Kremlin over the conflict that most expected. But what many didn't see coming was how strong Russia would turn to a campaign used to spread propaganda, false information all over social media and also Russian TV. Tatyana Syrotyuk-Haid is joining us from Chicago tonight. She has family in both Russia and also in eastern Ukraine who are seeing things play out firsthand, but also you're getting two very different stories. Tatyana, thank you for joining us. Let's start with what you're hearing from your family in Ukraine tonight. What can you tell us about where they are?
Yes, hello. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak and tell my story. So I am Ukrainian. I was born and raised in Ukraine. I've been in the United States for 20 years. I have a brother and his children are back in Ukraine in a town called Ternopil, which is a western part of Ukraine closer to Poland. So yesterday, my niece called me on FaceTime and she was calling from the bomb shelter. She and her brother, she's 20, her brother is 15, were hiding from possibly bombs, raining on their building. The situation is really there. A lot of people are just running for their lives. It's possibly 5,000 people already left Ukraine, if not more. And we see the pictures of hundreds of people, trying to cram in small places and bomb shelters, to save their lives. This is in 21st century, the European country, a democratic country that is independent, that is being attacked by autocratic dictator that unleashed this war on my people. And at this time, my question is, where is the world? Why no one is helping Ukraine to protect our people?
What type of support do you expect from the world? Do Ukrainian people want?
Well, to remind you, 3 decades ago, the newly independent country of Ukraine that was briefly the 3rd largest nuclear power in the world, right? Thousands of nuclear arms had been left in Ukraine by Moscow regime. And after the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. So, but in the years that followed, Ukraine, of course, made a decision to denuclearize itself, right? And in exchange, the United States and Russia would guarantee Ukraine's security in 1994, agreement known as Budapest Memorandum, right? So at the time, Ukraine was, of course, told that, United States and Great Britain joined and that they take their political commitments really seriously. So this is a document signed by Washington, Moscow, and London, right? By the highest level of the heads of the state. So the implication was Ukraine would not be left to stand alone and face, a threat should they come under one. So among other things, to respect the independence and the sovereignty and existing borders of Ukraine, and to, of course, refrain from threat of use of force against the country. So the Kremlin, the Kremlin regime has violated those commitments many times, using soldiers in Russian combat without identifying insignia, and which Putin later, of course, admitted that those were his soldiers, Russian soldiers. And Moscow, of course, seized Crimea in March 2014. So now Putin subsequently encouraging and arming separatists in eastern Ukraine. And now, when the Ukrainian military appeared to gain the upper hand against the separatists, the regular Russian army rolls in, enters in Donetsk and Luhansk to support them, and they proclaim those two regions independent. So, as you see, this attack is not only an attack on our country. It is an attack on sovereign and peaceful nation. It is an attack on democracy. It is an attack on world security and democracy worldwide. And what message does United States actually send, United States and Great Britain, because they signed that memorandum, what kind of message do they send to other countries if they don't stick to their political commitments and allow a free democratic country in the 21st century in Europe to be attacked by savages?
Tatyana, I'm sorry, I'm out of time. I do hear you, and I understand the plea from the Ukrainian people, and it has been remarkable to see them standing up for themselves. The U.S. is working in many ways to support, but I understand the frustration as well tonight from the Ukrainian people, and you having to go through this here with family both in Ukraine and Russia. I am out of time, but I appreciate you coming on and sharing your experience and also your story. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.